Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Down. Here we are back for another one of our first play series of videos, and today we're going to be looking at EVE Online. We're going to play the first 60 minutes as though we're a completely new player. Yes, I have played EVE Online before, but we're doing this as a completely new player on a free-to-play account. And let's see what we've got. So you've installed the game and you've clicked new character, and you get to initially choose what empire to explore. So you've got the Galente Federation, which is the Federation is a beacon of democracy and liberty in the chaos of New Eden. We've got the Minmatar. We will free all our people from the bonds of slavery. To fight for anything less is to betray the Republic. We've got the Caldari. In our Caldari state, wealth and power comes only from the loyalty to the corporation. And then we've got the Amar. Our mighty empire is built upon is built upon our faith in the Creator and loyalty to the throne. There we go. So those are the four. And with all of these, you are choosing a character that is in a long-term game. I do recommend reading everything about each faction before you make that choice, though be aware that of course you can fly any faction's ships if you do the required training. It is more about the look of your character. So we're going to go for Caldari. And if we look here, as you can see, it gives you a bit of a flavour about the Caldari. So you can see here's a Heron, specialised frigate. We've got a missile battleship, the Raven. We've got a Griffin, which is an electronic warfare frigate. And we've got an Ibis here, which is the ship you'll first start in. And you've also got a Badger, which is a cargo vessel. And we can also then see offense and defense for the Caldari. So Caldari state technology. As innovators of hybrid weapon technology, we strike from a distance, dominating the battle without sacrificing accuracy. Highly skilled pilots can earn the necessary qualifications to fly any vessel, even though it's not designed by the Caldari. So you're not fixed into just flying Caldari. It's just kind of how you start. And then you've got hybrid weapons. A deadly combination of guided missile tech and punishing railguns allow us to switch between damage and types quickly and efficiently. And we have a shield tank. Our vessels focus on their shield repair through the use of both passive recharging and modules designed to actively address damage. And then you have politics. So Caldari state, state, corporation, family, those are the three guiding pillars of the Caldari state. We prize hard work, sharp minds, and honourable conduct above all. Through loyal service to our corporations, we gain wealth for our people and merit for ourselves. Then we've got the empire enemy of the Caldari is the Galente. The Galente have unlawfully occupied our homeworld of Caldari Prime. We defy their occupation and will defend our settlements to the death, while we prefer trade over war. The Galente's colonial meddling has left us with no choice but to engage in conflict. Pirate enemy is the Guristas. Founded by deserters of the Caldari Navy, the Guristas are nothing more than traitors to the state. Their dealings with the black market and human trafficking sully honourable Caldari trade with violence and greed. And you can do this for all of the different factions here, but we're going with Galente. Okay, Galente. We're going with Caldari. Caldari is what we're just choosing. And then you've got the three different bloodline types here. Note: bloodline selection will influence your character's appearance only. It does not affect access to skills or abilities. So you've got the Artura, who have been part of the Caldari state for 3 centuries, though their intensely spiritual culture remains mysterious. Artura pilots have taken to the stars to unlock secrets of the universe. We've got the Detis, not sure exactly how you pronounce it. Detis, are regarded as the face of leadership with sharp, ordered minds and articulate tongues. They have made the responsibility of upholding the integrity of the Caldari state their own. And finally here, whether engaged in trade or combat, the severe are masters of focused aggression, highly competitive individuals. They thrive under their chaotic circumstances and frenetic activity. So let's go with that, and we're going to now customize our appearance. In fact, we're going for a male this time. I like to mix it up with my characters. Okay, so here we go, and you've got gender male. We've got randomized appearance. We can zoom, we can toggle clothes. That's what we're currently wearing. Okay, so yeah, all that you can see, you can go. You've got lots of different choices here. However, let's do clothes. Oh, that's with and without clothes. Okay, let's start then. Shape. Yeah, mid. Muscularity, mid. Let's just keep it nice and even. Complexion, as always, we're going for our very pale complexion, as you find on nearly every character that I create. No aging, freckles, or scarring. Eyes, blue. If we can, yeah, there we go, blue. Hair and headwear. Right, root colour. So I want hair's going to be, let's go with blonde in this case. Why not, actually? Or do we go with a sort of a grey? Let's go with a, like a, actually, no, I don't like that. No, too goth. Let's go with sort of a golden focus there. What have we got here? We've got eyebrows. Can go like that. All right, here's our different hair types. Not the most intuitive creation system, I have to say. Let's kind of go with that, but we need to change the face here, definitely. How do we change our... Oh, there we go. How do we make ourselves a... Jeez. Okay. Let's go with a bit of that. We're going to go with no facial hair, eye details, lash. Look at that, and there's loads. There literally is loads. Let's forget. So you can see the customization is significant. As I recommend that you do a lot. We're going to go with a jacket. That looks pretty cool. Mid layer can stay as is. Top, no. Bottom, what have we got? Let's go with some camouflage pants. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to stick with the black boots and eyewear. No, let's go without that. Okay, that'll do. So you can see massive amounts of thing, and there's also body modifications to go with this as well. This is just a character that we are starting with. Oh, there you go. So there's history. So every change you make is down here, and obviously you can go back. So right, next. Okay, so you've got choose your education. It's all a bit small. I wish this was all a little bit bigger. It's kind of a bit, I know they want to focus on the character, but it's kind of a bit out of the way. You've got Combat Pilot Center. You've got Academy for Exploration, Science and Trade Institute, and Department of Industry and School of Applied Knowledge. We're going to go for combat. Name, randomize. Holy moly. 3-word names. There you go. Kiranan Kalkonen. Crikey, I feel like I'm in Dune, but let's go with that. And enter the game. Also, you can pick your own name rather than just randomize. Would you like to begin your journey with a tutorial? Yes, I would. There you go, your clone state.
A universe brimming with possibility and rife with adventure. Only the most intrepid capsuleers can conquer its many wonders. Do you have what it takes to become one with the machine?
Stuttering.
To explore the far reaches of space, carving out a name for yourself among the stars. To become a titan of industry, amassing wealth, power, and prestige as you rise above your rivals. Or to prove your worth in combat, cementing new alliances and vanquishing your foes on your path to glory. For the rare few, immortality awaits. With Air's Capsuleer training program,
interesting
you
stuff
become
around
the
there.
architect of your own destiny.
Greetings, Captain. I am Aura, your AI companion. I am here to help you find your way through New Eden. Welcome to the first day of your new life as a Capsuleer. I am now transferring your pod into a ship, provided by Air as part of your Aborting protocol. Captain, an unidentified communicator. Vectoring escape route. Evacuation sequence initiated. Station hull integrity compromised.
Holy crap, what a change to the new player experience. You know, I bearing in mind that last time I created a character was kind of like back in 2004.
Captain, this cloning facility was attacked before your capsule could be inserted into a ship. I initiated our evacuation sequence before we reached the hangar to avoid certain death. No need to thank me.
Oh, shame. I prefer the old Aurora voice, but okay, here we go. Aurora, here we go. Next.
This baptism by fire is certainly not what Air had planned for your first day in a pod. Rest assured, I am here to help.
So, just to take this into perspective, this game was released in 2003. With the graphic updates it is absolutely beautiful looking. For a game released in 2003 with the updates, the game is absolutely really beautiful for a space game. Yeah, really nicely done. Really nicely done. Right, next.
I'm unable to identify our attackers, but they are not currently targeting our capsule. This gives us time to locate a ship.
Okay.
Your pod may be able to fly through space, but like all capsules, it is unarmed. A proper ship comes with proper weaponry. We must scan the debris for a space-worthy vessel.
Okay. Hold down the left mouse button to move your mouse around to rotate the camera. Okay, so there we go.
Now, let's get a better look at our surroundings.
Right, scroll in to zoom in, scroll out to zoom out. Shortcut, Control-Shift-A and Control-Shift... Hey, there you go.
There is a ship still capable of flight. An
There we
Astero,
go.
no less. A fine ship indeed.
Okay, there we go. Click
I have
this.
highlighted the navigation section of your display.
Okay.
Use it to approach the ship.
Okay, so here we go. So approach. So up here we've got navigation display. We click on that. Q is the shortcut for approach. Very nicely done. It listing the hot
Hold the
button
Astero
that goes
now.
with it. Board the Astero now. In the selected item window, click Board Ship Command. There you go, Board Ship Command. Very nice. Okay.
Our shields took significant damage in the attack.
Okay, shields are deployed. We've got no shields. We've lost some armor by the looks of it down here. We hover over it, we can see. Okay, so we're going to click next.
The armor is also in need of repair.
Okay.
I believe the appropriate idiom for this situation is, we're screwed.
Ah, Okay. Less than ideal.
Fortunately, the cavalry has arrived. Ships bearing air transponders are approaching our location.
Okay.
This is Balin Ferris, Commander of Air Security. All ships evacuating this cloning facility are advised to rendezvous at emergency coordinates.
Okay.
Several thousand civilians appear to have survived the attack. Let us make haste and join the fleet Commander Ferris is organizing. Your overview will display the ships in your vicinity.
Okay, select Balin's ship in the overview and click approach. So we select it and we press Q because that was the hot button. Very nice. So far, what a change. I mean, what a good
Captain,
introduction
your vessel
so
looks
far.
like it's seen better days. I'll repair you once you're in range.
You know, Eve obviously has a reputation for being very, very difficult to
Are
learn.
you able to determine the identity of our attackers?
Negative, Aura. Their transponders were cloaked and their hulls lacked any identifying information. I'd wager this was an act of corporate espionage turned violent. There are a lot of people in New Eden who want to get their hands on Air's
There you go. So he's repairing us. There we go. So we've been repaired.
Thanks to Commander Ferris's repairs, our ship is almost as good as new. At his command, we will proceed to the emergency coordinates.
Okay.
All ships enter warp formation.
Okay, so it's doing it for us now. So he's turning us. Our speed just went up. Look at that. We're now up to 320 so meters a second.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so obviously he's done that for us. He's engaged the warp drive. Oh, look, we're part of a little fleet. Look, there you go. Okay.
We've now arrived at Air's designated emergency evacuation zone. We'll be safe here while we regroup.
Okay.
A
Next.
spot well chosen. This location's cosmic abnormalities will mask our warp signatures from detection.
Okay.
But our appreciation of New Eden's natural wonders will have to wait.
Captain, I could use your help. My sensors are picking up a strange signal nearby, but my forces are stretched thin defending the civilian fleet.
Okay.
The cosmic storm likes to play with our sensors, so it could be nothing. But after that attack, I'm not taking any chances.
Approach the signal source. Okay, so there's the anomaly. We click on that, and then we click approach, or we click Q as our hot button. So far, pretty neat introduction. It's pretty clear, pretty easy to understand how we're going to move around and what some of the things on our menu do. It'll be interesting to see how much detail it goes into as a new player experience, given its reputation. I mean, the one advantage Eve does have, being an old game, though, might be, people say it's difficult to learn and get into, but my word, if you go online, there's so many resources. So many resources online to help you out.
Captain, hostiles inbound.
Hostiles inbound, okay.
We have to defend those unarmed civilian transports. All ships equipped for combat, form up around me.
Orbit Balin's ship, so we click that, and then orbit is W. So what we're going to do is, we click on him and we press W, and that orbits the ship. Nice to give you the hotkeys.
That these are the same ships that attacked the cloning facility.
Okay.
Several frigates are breaking away from the pack. They're targeting those civilian ships.
Okay.
This will be your first combat experience as a capsuleer.
Right.
Time to show these hostiles what you're truly made of.
Okay.
Orbit the frigate first.
So we're going to take that and we're going to orbit the frigate.
We're too far away, Captain. Thankfully, our ship is equipped with a module that will boost our speed.
Okay. Oh, we got weapons up now. Look at that. We got some lasers and stuff. So, okay.
Activate the afterburner module highlighted on your display.
Okay.
My
so
database of ancient idioms contains a phrase We're now within range. Lock your target.
Okay, so we click on the target, and lock target is control. So we're now locking the target. Control? No? I want us to... There we go.
Target lock confirmed. Time to hit them where it hurts.
Okay.
Fire at will, Captain. Make sure to use both of your guns.
Okay, so F1 and F2 fires the guns. There we go. Oh, there we go. The guns like that. There we go.
Let him have it.
There's the combat as we're orbiting. Let's zoom out a little bit, give us a bit more perspective.
Another hostile ship incoming. A cruiser this time.
Okay.
It's larger and better armed than those frigates. What an exhilarating way to test your combat abilities.
Okay, so now we've got to orbit. Okay. There you go, off we go.
Success, we must lock our target.
Okay, so there we go. It's the range of these lasers, not
Now's
much.
your chance. Activate the webifier.
Oh, okay, webifying.
They're trapped in our web, Captain. Eliminate them.
Reduces the enemy's speed. Okay, so we reduce the speed by 35% in a 10-kilometer range. Okay, we're now shooting at them. Friendlies are clearly helping us as well. So far, pretty cool.
Good job, Captain.
There we go.
You've got potential. Shit. 2 battleships breaking away from the enemy fleet. They're stopping the last civilian transport from warping away. Watch your 6, Captain. They're bigger and badder than anything you've fought before.
Okay.
Captain, we can use electronic countermeasures, ECM, to break the battleship's lock on the civilian transport.
Ah, okay. There
Doing
you
so
go.
means the battleship will be able to target only one thing. Us. There is
Okay.
no other way to save those civilians. They are not capsuleers like you. Their deaths will be final. Yours will be a learning experience.
Okay. So we have to lock and orbit.
Once we deploy the ECM, the battleship will begin firing upon us. Remember, you will have a fresh clone waiting for you once your current body is violently destroyed. Engage the ECM.
That's it. The final group of civilians has escaped. You've done good, Captain.
Right. That's what you call sacrificing yourself.
We're taking heavy fire, Commander Ferris. Once our ship is destroyed, the pod will soon follow. According to my calculations, our destruction is 99.99% certain.
Fantastic. Well, there's all sorts of shit happening us now.
Bastards have me pinned down. I won't be able to reach you in time.
Right.
You fought well today, Captain. This is a warrior's death. Luckily for you, it will not be your last.
Okay, we've ejected. Ah.
You are a Capsulier. For you, death is not an end. It is simply the beginning of a new adventure. As always, I will see you on the other side.
Okay, so they're kind of getting you into the don't worry about dying piece. At least when it's not losing gear.
Welcome back to the world of the living, Captain. I hope your death was not too uncomfortable. Your neural data has been transferred to a fresh clone body. But before you stretch your new legs, someone very important would like to meet you.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Vesper Calatrix, Air's Vice President of Operations. Commander Ferris spoke highly of your courage under fire. You went out with quite the bang. Since your ship was destroyed in a blaze of glory, Air would like to provide you with a new one.
Okay.
I will enable your station services panel so that you may board the ship provided to you by Air.
Okay.
Try not to blow this one up so quickly, but if you do, you can acquire a new Corvette at any station.
Right, okay. Board my Corvette. There's a button there, right? Okay, board. There we go. Ah. There we
Your
go.
next adventure will hopefully prove less explosive. We have a lead on who attacked the cloning facility, and we want you to follow up on it. Considering your recent experience, you're the perfect pilot for the job. I've sent you a module that will help you on the next leg of your journey.
Okay.
Captain, you can access objects currently stored at the station at which you are docked from your item hanger.
Click the inventory icon. There we go. Inventory icon.
Now, let's take a look at the module Miss Calatrix has given us.
Okay, item
A
hanger.
mining laser upgrade.
A mining
Curious
laser upgrade.
choice, Miss Calatrix. How will a mining module help our investigation?
One of our agents in the field has intercepted a strange signal at one of our mining sites, but we're having trouble locating its source. We want you to investigate the signal, but if we're being watched, and I suspect we are, we don't want anyone to know we're onto them. You'll look just like another member of the mining fleet.
Okay.
Duly noted, Miss Calatrix. Captain, you can fit the module to your ship by accessing the fitting window from the Neocom.
Okay, fitting window from the Neocom. There we go, over here. So Neocom, obviously they mean this side. So fitting window, yeah.
Let's fit your new module in a free slot.
Okay. Click and hold, yeah. Drag it to the free slot. There we go.
Now, bring the module online.
Bring it online. There we go.
It appears you do not currently possess the skill necessary to use this module. Hardly surprising. You still have much to learn.
Okay.
Please direct your attention to the icon on the display that I have highlighted. You can add the missing skill to your training queue here.
Okay, so we go to this and then we go to add queue.
Now,
Hey, that's pretty cool.
access the skill window from the Neocom.
Okay.
Skills are essential for all Capsuliers in New Eden, as they serve as the primary measurement of one's growth. A more highly skilled pilot will be most formidable indeed.
Okay.
Training a new skill takes time, as the neural pathways of your brain are rewired. The complexity of this rewiring can be measured through skill points. You have enough unallocated skill points to train the required skill. Do so now.
Apply the to your training queue by clicking the plus button. Make sure the mining skill is at the top of your training queue. So there it is, training queue. So it'd be 1 hour, 6 minutes to train this normally. But we've got the plus button down here. So we've got unallocated skill points.
Now,
so we click on that.
all you have to do is confirm that you wish to use those skill points.
Okay, confirm.
The training required for your new module is complete. Your skill queue is now empty.
Okay.
I should point out that you can train skills while doing other things. It's a good strategy to always have something training.
Okay.
I guarantee other Capsuleers will be doing just that. We wouldn't want you to fall behind your peers, would we?
Okay.
To that end, I've sent the Air skill plan to your AI.
Okay.
Normally, you would have received it as part of your Capsuleer training program starter package, but your training was violently disrupted, to say the least.
Select the Air skill plan.
Miss Calatrix's advice is sound. You should always have a skill in training. Let's start with this new one, and may it be the first of many.
Select Start Training.
The more skills you acquire, the stronger you'll be. As you continue to grow as a Capsuleer, you can adjust your skill acquisition to achieve your desired goals.
Okay, so we are currently training Repair Systems 1 at 16 minutes and Repair Systems 2 at 1 hour 18 minutes. Okay, continue.
Now, close the windows crowding your screen. It would be rather comical if you failed to see a threat hurtling right towards us because of an untidy display.
Okay.
Let us online your mining laser upgrade, now that you have the necessary skill to use it.
Okay,
You can turn the module online.
Okay, and then the module online. Okay.
Well done, Captain. You can now close the fitting window.
Okay.
Looks like you're ready to roll, Captain. Our agent will rendezvous with you at the mining site. Keep your eyes open and watch your six. This is New Eden, after all. You never know what danger is lurking around the next Stargate.
Miss Calatrix is right. Time is of the essence.
Okay.
I suspect something nefarious might be occurring at the Air mining site. Undock from the station so we can begin our journey there.
Fairly clear so far. The highlighted buttons, the explanation of how to do things. Very simple, very clear. So, as a start experience, pretty good actually. Pretty good. Okay.
Captain, I have run several scenarios that could explain the mystery signal Air discovered at the mining site.
Right.
According to my calculations, the probability that the situation is unrelated to the attack on the cloning facility is exceptionally small. 1 in 37 million to be exact.
Right.
Let us make haste and warp to the site immediately.
Okay, so warp to location. Okay, there's a thing here, so we just click that.
Warp drive active.
Okay. Establishing warp vector. There's a little bar now that tells you when you're actually established your warp vector. Distance to warp tunnel destination. What have we got here? We've got a civilian Gatling railgun. We've got a civilian mining laser. A civilian afterburner. And a mining laser upgrade, which is what we put on before. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we're in some kind of asteroid field.
The scale of Air's mining operation is rather impressive for such a young corporation. They must be remarkably well funded. It is little wonder that Miss Calatrix would suspect espionage. Further speculation will have to wait. We're being hailed by that orca.
You must be the fresh meat Vesper told me to expect. Elias Pelton's a name, mining's a game. But you're not just here to mine, are you?
Okay.
We're here to assist in any way we can with locating the source of the unusual signal you've intercepted.
Unusual's one way of putting it. Pain in my ass is another. The signal's bouncing around these asteroids like a Fetto hopped up on a bad booster. Can't get a lock on its source with all these rocks in the way.
Okay.
Miss Calatrix has outfitted us with a mining laser upgrade that should clear several of those rocks away.
Good old Vesper, always 10 steps ahead. Now, let's put that bad boy to use.
Okay, so click on the mining tab.
Best way to blend in is by getting your hands dirty with the crew. Some miners fly solo, but a project this big isn't exactly a one-man show. Sometimes the only way to get shit done is with a fleet. I bet this is the first time you mined with a crew. No offense or anything, you've just got that shiny new pod smell on you. Follow my lead and you'll be mining like a pro in no time. Let's start with that asteroid over there.
Okay.
If your competence matches your confidence, we are in good hands indeed, Mr. Peltonen. Captain, let's approach the asteroid.
Okay. There we go, we're approaching the asteroid.
Please, call me Elias. Mr. Peltonen makes me feel like an old man. My old man, specifically. Miserable son of a bitch. Just about spat in my face when I left his crusty old Caldari corp to make my own way.
Sincerest apologies, Elias. Our first name basis shall commence immediately.
Good. I like to keep things informal here. Keeps morale up. This crew's full of people like me, following the siren song of sweet, sweet independence. Doesn't hurt that the money's good, too.
Okay.
Captain, we're now within range of the asteroid. We should stop here.
Here we are. You ready to rock?
Okay.
Get it? Rock? Just a sprinkle of mining humor for you. Lock onto that asteroid, Captain.
Okay. Asteroid
Now
is
is
locked.
the time to activate your miner module, Captain.
Okay, we've got a
The
mining
length of the
module.
module's activity, most commonly known as a mining cycle, will impact the amount of ore you collect. For now, I recommend allowing the module to run in full cycles to obtain the highest yield.
Okay. We're mining, ladies and
There's
gentlemen.
something spectacular about a fresh asteroid, isn't there? Play your cards right and that giant hunk of rock becomes a giant pile of riches.
You can view your very own pile of rocks, as Elias puts it, in your cargo hold. It's actually ore, not rocks. But I assume Elias is resorting to basic linguistic wordplay, a very human tendency.
Access your cargo hold the inventory to view the ore you've collected so far.
It might not look like much,
Okay,
but
there you
that's
go.
not just a pile of ore. It's a pile of possibilities. You can sell it, refine it.
Okay. How interesting. When you complete the thing at the bottom, it stops the dialogue. That's a bit of a shame. Because it's flashing to close it, so you close it and it actually closes the dialogue. So, there we go.
The asteroid is depleted.
Harvesting resources is one of the best ways to earn money in New Eden. And if you're gonna make it as a capsuleer, the one thing you gotta know is that money is king. Hell, with enough ISK, you'll be able to buy yourself a sweet ride like that venture over there. That's one down. And now, on to the next.
Okay.
Follow me, Captain, and stick close. This asteroid field can be a bitch to navigate.
Off we go. Use our afterburner to speed up a little bit. If you look at the detailing on the ship, I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Okay,
We're
here
now
we go.
close enough to target the asteroid. Once it's targeted,
ship.
lock on.
Lock on.
Just like that last asteroid.
Start mining it. There we go. Again, it's a
Looks
shame
like you're
that you...
natural at this. Keep it up, and Vesper will be offering you my job soon.
Elias, are there any words of wisdom you find particularly valuable for new miners?
Oh, man, where to start? First off, you gotta know the difference between raw ore and refined minerals. What we're doing right now is mining ore in its raw state. For someone just learning the ropes, selling that ore is the quickest way to make ISK. But you can also reprocess ore into minerals. Take tritanium, for example. You can't find that stuff in the wild. You've got to get your hands on some raw ore, like feldspar, and then refine it into tritanium. You can sell those minerals or use them to build your own ships or equipment. You can find refineries at most stations. Experienced miners get way more efficient yields from their ore. So that's something you can work towards.
Okay.
The asteroid is depleted. Another asteroid
We better close in on that rock, then.
Okay, we go into the next one. Put our booster on. Currently traveling over 500 meters a second. So not taking us long to cover that 30-kilometer distance. There we go. Need to be within 10 kilometers to activate the mining laser. 13, 12.
The signal is exceptionally strong in this location.
Okay.
Let's stop the ship here.
Stopping.
The signal appears to be emanating from the
Locking.
center of this asteroid.
You can break this baby apart using your
Okay. There we go.
just like that. We can whittle away at this asteroid without damaging whatever's broadcasting that signal.
So far, so good. Mining cycles going.
Holy shit. I think we just found what we're looking for.
What's that?
The signal source appears to be that wrecked. The fact that the wreck is isolated leads me to believe that the Dramiel was sent to this location to serve as a scout ship.
Okay. Select on the overview.
Well, we're not going to get any solid answers all the way over here. Let's move in.
Okay, and approach. There we go. Get that afterburner going. Interesting how he was inside the asteroid, but there you go. Maybe he was doing the kind of like Han Solo into flying into it. It all went wrong.
The signal is strongest in the vicinity of the Dramiel's cargo hold.
Okay, select the open cargo command from the selected window. Open cargo, there we go.
I do love the feeling of striking gold.
And
Go and grab whatever it is.
loot all. Dramiel black box. There you go, it's now
It
in
appears
our
to be a
hold.
black box, a device designed to survive the destruction of the vessel carrying it. Such boxes can be used to record vital flight data, but also to store valuable items.
Okay.
That's nice and all, but can you open it?
Negative, Elias. Captain, the box is protected by multiple layers of encryption. While it's theoretically possible to hack into such a container, you will need significantly more training in that skill before attempting such a feat.
Okay. Continue.
Don't think it's safe to crack it open here anyway. Where there's smoke, there's fire. One scout ship might mean they got friends lurking nearby. If we could trace that signal, so could someone else. Better get the box and whatever's in it back to Vesper. She'll know what to do.
Okay. So click on the station
Elias
in the
is
overview.
correct, Captain. The box may contain the answers we need to discover why those unidentified ships attacked the cloning facility, and why one was spying on this mining site.
Okay, so as you select different items, these change. So we're selecting a station, and you've got an Align To button, which is A, so we're doing that now. Interesting. So this automatically changes at the top.
I don't want you out there alone. I'll send some of my best pilots back with you. Safety in numbers and all that.
Okay.
Wisely stated, Elias. Well-armed company will be most welcome.
Very cool.
I do what I can. If someone went to the trouble of protecting whatever's in that box, it must be something valuable. I bet whoever sent that scout ship will be real salty that we got our hands on it. Stay sharp, Captain.
Okay.
Let's dock at the station. I'm certain Vesper is more than eager to see what we've found.
Select dock, which is D. Okay. D for dock, A for align. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay.
Welcome back, Captain. Elias tells me you've brought a gift.
Indeed we have, Miss Calatrix. And this gift comes wrapped in several layers of complex encryption.
Okay.
I'll pass that box along to our expert hackers. If they can't crack it open, no one can. Thank you for finding it. Air is once again in your debt. Elias also informs me that you're carrying a fair amount of ore. We can take that off your hands in exchange for some ISK. Mind if I take a look?
Okay. Open the inventory.
Captain, open your ship's cargo hold, so Miss Calatrix can see what you've mined.
Okay, so we go
In
there.
order
There
to
we
sell
go.
the ore, you must first transfer it from the cargo hold to your item hangar.
Okay, so we drag it to... Okay.
Now, let's switch over to the item hangar.
Okay.
Select the ore to see what you can do with it.
Right click. Okay.
Select the ore to see what you can do with it.
Right click on the ore and select sell this item. Okay.
In this instance, we want to sell it to Miss Calatrix.
Press the sell button. Okay.
Nearly done. All that's left.
That's a nice haul you've got there. I've transferred the ISK to your wallet.
Okay.
I think you'll find I've been more than generous.
Open your wallet.
In your wallet, you can view the total balance of ISK in your possession.
Okay.
Your recent market transactions will show you how much ISK you acquired by selling the ore. The highlighted
Okay.
entry shows how much money you received from Air in exchange for the ore.
28,500. There you go.
The wallet offers a wealth of information. It provides a convenient location to view your recent transactions, track your market history, or audit your accounts.
Okay, access transactions.
Whenever an item is sold in New Eden, a tax is applied to that sale. The market entry displays your most recent transaction tax.
Okay.
Once you've finished gazing at your newfound riches, close your wallet and inventory. It's time we turned our attention to a more pressing issue. The
Okay.
mysterious box we discovered at the mining site.
And close.
Captain, I trust you'll keep quiet about the wrecked scout ship. So long as whoever was spying on us hasn't realized we found it, Air will have the upper hand. As good as they are, it'll take some time for my team to hack through the encryptions on the box. You might as well use this time to explore what New Eden has to offer. Have you checked out the agency yet? It's the best way to find things to do.
Okay.
Miss Calatrix is right, Captain. In the agency, you'll be able to peruse a variety of activities, many of which will help you grow as a capsuleer.
Okay.
If mining tickled your fancy, as the saying goes, you might be interested in viewing the agency's dedicated resource harvesting section. As you can see, there are a variety of options available to you.
Okay.
If you enjoyed your time mining with Elias, you might find asteroid belts and or anomalies worthy of pursuit.
Okay. Agents and missions.
Elias spoke highly of your knack for mining, almost as highly as Balin did of your prowess in combat. It's clear you've got potential, Captain. I can put you in touch with a few people who can help you grow that potential into something great. You can find them in the agency under Career Agents.
Okay.
I suggest you take a moment to familiarize yourself with what each career agent has to offer. They specialize in various forms of combat, industry, and exploration. Missions provided by career agents offer a variety of rewards, including new skills, ships, modules, and money in the form of ISK, making them both lucrative and educational. No matter what path you choose, you will find a career agent who can help you walk it.
Okay.
You can even explore multiple paths if you wish. Once you've chosen an agent, set your destination.
Okay. So you've got Enforcer pilots live for war-wielding unimaginable destructive forces that daily reforge the landscape in New Eden. Join this career if you enjoy lasers, missiles, and generally making sure that someone else has a really bad day. So that's Enforcer. Industrial pilots. This is tearing asunder asteroids, reforging them into material. Join this career if you wish to transmute useless space rocks into mightiest war machines. That's pretty cool. So that's like your industry one. Your explorer. Space is vast and a lot of it remains uncharted. Explorers are dedicated to discovering cosmic anomalies of various signatures. Although risky, pilots are often rewarded greatly. Into this career path, you wish to find out more about the secrets of exploration. Okay, and the final one, Soldier of Fortune. Pilots on this advanced training program we introduced to many commonly used modules and tactics in the battlefield, including interdiction, logistics, and evasive maneuvering. In order to complete this tutorial, a capsuleer must also come to master their own needless fear of death. Okay, so I think we're going to go for Enforcer. That sounds pretty cool. It's like a combat one. So yeah, let's do this. So let's set destination.
Now let's close the agency.
Okay.
There is one line.
Our investigation is still in the early stages, but I have two theories. The attack may have been motivated by simple greed. Air has no shortage of competitors. Some would kill to acquire our groundbreaking technology, literally.
Okay.
A more worrying possibility is that someone is trying to stop us from pursuing our research. While Air takes pride in disrupting the corporate tech scene, there are those who think we push the limits of innovation too far. The technology suppression laws in New Eden are draconian, if you ask me. Here's hoping this mystery box has the answers we need. Once my team has cracked it open, I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Much appreciated, Miss Calatrix. I await any and all updates with bated breath. Metaphorically speaking, of course. I don't breathe. Captain, when you're ready, we can undock and begin the next phase of our journey. I do wonder how you'll die next. I suppose that is what ancient philosophers called morbid curiosity.
So there's clearly a focus on the fact that you will die in this game multiple times, and basically don't worry about it. It's part of the game, you know. It's like just, you know, die, respawn,
now
die,
that no one is
respawn,
actively
you know.
trying to kill us, I will teach you how to navigate in space. The primary mode of interstellar travel through New Eden is via stargates. We will proceed to our destination through these stargates.
Okay.
First, select the destination I've highlighted in your overview.
Okay. There we go.
Stargates are also called jump gates because of the way ships seem to jump between distant locations. Now, initiate jumping to your destination.
Okay.
After that rousing introduction to New Eden, it's nice to be in space without the threat of imminent peril. Though this is New Eden. peril often approaches when you least expect it.
So yeah, just to be clear, I have played this game a lot, but I think I stopped this game around about 2008, something like that, and I haven't played it hardly at all since. So this is all very much new, but I know the basics. This is, I think this is a really, really good new player experience. It's clearly giving you a start into the game. The game is complex, and there is a lot more to it, but seems like a really good start. It gives you that basis, right? And of course, this is only going to be the first hour of gameplay. There's going to be, we don't know how much more the new player experience goes from this. Okay, need to select the jump command in the item window.
I don't mean to unsettle you, Captain. You've already proven yourself capable in battle. I'm certain you can handle whatever New Eden throws your way. And if you cannot, at least you are immortal. You can be reborn into a new clone body to try again. I believe this is what humans call optimism.
Okay. So yeah, I mean the graphical update, fantastic. It's pretty 2003 game. It looks fantastic. It's not for everyone. The game's definitely not for everyone. It is. It definitely can be brutal. Nowhere is safe in the game. I think that's well known. There's no safe space, but it does offer you that option of industry or combat or exploration. Though I think with this is an MMO. It's
Initiate jump sequence.
It's a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, and with that massively multiplayer this is not a solo player game.
According to archaeological findings, New Eden was first settled by humans over 15,000 years ago. Life must have been very difficult for those early settlers. Carbon-based life forms are stunningly fragile. With the right pressure, a human's vertebrae will snap like a twig.
So, I definitely recommend giving the game a go. If you like sort of space games or stuff, give it a go. But I would say don't judge the game based upon your initial single-player experience. The game really is all about being in a group, in a corporation, and there are corporations, I believe, that are out there. There used to be corporations like Eve University, might still be there, or something else, which is specific corporations run by players for new players, about bringing them on and teaching them about the game. So I definitely recommend getting into a corporation relatively quickly after you get through your new player experience. Okay, so initiate docking sequence. So yeah, I definitely judge the game based upon when you're with a group of people and they've had chance to talk you through the game. Like I say, it's not for everyone, and it is a hardcore PvP game in that when you die, your stuff is essentially gone. You can have insurance for ships, which you pay for, which will pay for some of it. When your ship blows up, it will leave a wreck with a loot container, which will give you chance to recover some of the modules if your friends are able to defeat the enemy that killed you, for example, or if you come back to kill that enemy and he hasn't looted your stuff yet. So there are things like that, but it is essentially a hardcore PvP game in that you do lose your stuff when you die. That you don't lose your skill points, you have a clone, and so on.
To contact a career agent, you must first access the agency.
Okay.
Well remembered, Captain. I knew you would be quick to learn. Now don't be shy. Begin a conversation with an agent. I'm sure they will love you. And if they don't, they will simply have to tolerate you.
Okay, so, I mean, that comes to the first sort of 60 minutes of gameplay. So, we've created a character. We've done that sort of story introduction piece. I don't know if that introduction piece is going to be different depending on the empire you choose. It seemed very generic, not really tied to Caldari, so I'm guessing it's probably pretty similar, if not the same. We have done some tutorial combat where we've learned about the head-up display and you know, kind of how the items work. We've done some mining as well and learnt how that works. We've had a bit of a look around the station. I mean, there are clearly tons of buttons and things that we've not clicked, and we haven't got to what they do. I don't know how much further this new player experience goes in terms of keeping, like, is it like a longer term tutorial, or is it like a short tutorial and off you go, or is it every time you get to a certain point you'll get another piece of tutorial added to it? I haven't got that far with it, but certainly from, you know, this first 60 minutes of gameplay, I can say, one, graphics obviously are fantastic. There's lots of customization on your character. There's a real sort of theming around the different races, if you like, to choose from. And, you know, I think, yes, I'm sure this game remained very, very difficult to master. But as a new player experience, I do feel like I could go out there and start going through the motions of doing some of the missions. And, you know, I have an idea of how the combat works and how the ship works to a very basic level. I'm sure there's more of this that comes through the tutorial. So, like I say, definitely a game, if you like space type games and ship games, you're not flying the ship. It's definitely a clicky experience. So there's no joystick or physical flying of the ship, but you know, there's lots of choice out there, I think, which is what's really cool. But I do think, like I say, it's not for everyone, but before you make that decision, I would definitely recommend being part of a group. This is, like many MMOs, this is not a game that you play on your own. It is a game that you play with groups, whatever you're familiar with, clans, guilds, corporations. It is absolutely that. You have to play it as a group. You will die, you will lose stuff, but that's part of the game, right? So, and I think they're trying to get that through to you, is don't worry about dying, you will just respawn in a clone. So there you go. That's the end of this 60-minute intro of a new player, Alpha State clone in EVE Online. The Alpha State being the free-to-play, Omega being the pay-to-play, essentially a monthly subscription. So this is the Alpha State free-to-play. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comments below. And as always, if you want to see more content, please hit that subscribe button. It's free for you to do. It means a great deal for me, so thank you for that in advance. You've been watching The Ghost Owl, and I'll see you back for another of our game First Plays.